Check.
Loud and clear.
So.
Executive ground, Diamond 528 Papa Alpha at Romeo 7.
We have how much on for fuel?
Request taxi to active.
We got about 35.
Diamond 528 Papa Alpha, exec ground, runway 7 at Alpha 7, taxi via Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha.
Runway 7 at Alpha 7, Charlie Echo Alpha, crossing runway 13 at Alpha. 528 Papa Alpha.
It's just condensate from our breath. You see how it's on the inside?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Thank God.
Alright.
We got to do everything ourselves on these planes. Alright, ATIS 12725.
Orlando Xavier Airport, ATIS information, Mike 1153 Zulu, wind 3304, visibility 10, ceiling 4,700 broken, temperature 8, dew point 6, altimeter 3041. Visual approach runway 7 in use. Note
3041, expect runway 7. Oh, is it to increase the volume again?
So the volume is this one.
Oh, it's that one.
Executive ground, Skyhawk 6064 Romeo at Alpha 5, requesting taxi back to the active.
36064 Romeo, exec ground, wind calm, altimeter 3042.
Wind calm, let's go.
Runway 7 at Alpha 7, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha.
Speed radios are good, taxi lights.
Taxi via Alpha, cross 13 at Alpha.
We don't have them.
64 Romeo.
I just did a brake check real quick and scattered taxiing.
Alright, brakes, attitude, everything's good. Left, right, center, my controls. I'm going to do a brake test.
Your controls. Damn, 3041.
1180 uniform.
Cessna 1180 uniform, exec ground, good morning.
Not idle the engine that much.
We're holding at Romeo 1.
Brakes are good. Taxi on 32. Romeo
My controls.
Your controls.
Clear left, forward, and right.
Cessna 80 uniform, correction, taxi via Gulf to the Gulf runway, advise runway complete.
My controls.
Gulf via Gulf, will advise when
Your
complete.
controls.
Uniform.
Oh, that sun is beaming. At least you have a...
Clear.
Yeah, you have the shield.
Damn, these condensations, they're happening again.
Alright, clear left, forward, and clear right.
And executive ground 734 Victor Quebec with Mike. We're looking for some touch and goes.
734 Victor Quebec, exec ground, the pattern is full, stay intentions, and verify your date is Mike.
We have Mike and...
We'd like to request a Northwest VFR departure for 4 Victor Quebec, and we have Mike holding short Romeo 7.
4 Victor Quebec, runway 7 at Alpha 7, taxi via Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha.
Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha for 4 Victor Quebec.
4 Victor Quebec, and verify your runway assignment is runway 7 at Alpha 7.
And we do have runway 7 at Alpha 7 for 4 Victor Quebec as well.
Alright. Full read back.
We'd like to copy our
Full read back. With runway assignment,
Project
because that's where you're
197,
actually
exec ground, are you on
going,
the
right?
ramp?
If you had said Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at
Project
Alpha
197,
to
stand by,
the
clearance on
Gulf
request.
run-up
And the
area,
crew check at Alpha 5, take call
that's
sign and
different
intentions.
than Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at Alpha
requesting taxi back to 7.
to runway 7
Project
Alpha 7.
429, exec ground, wind 020 at 3, altimeter 3042.
I don't know if you noticed, but the oil is really thick.
Yeah.
The oil gets
Project 429, you'll see a Skyhawk
thicker
on
with the
Echo
cold.
on
It
your right.
congeals. It turns almost
Follow
into
them.
like a gelatin.
Got them on site, we'll follow them for 29.
So it doesn't really
exec ground, clear
flow
to
well
Foxtrot,
through the
Foxtrot,
engine,
Charlie Airport via the nice 2
especially
departure.
at low idle.
Radar vector to Visda, then direct.
It's kind of
Climb via
like
the SID.
like your blood when you have a lot of
squawk 1022.
you know, a lot of sugar and it's really thick,
Clear 2, Foxtrot, Charlie Airport via
or a lot of like fatty, greasy foods. Same thing happens to your blood. Your heart has to work harder.
Yeah.
Project 197 back
That's why people who get a heart attack from high cholesterol get it because they get like a blockage in their artery
Romeo, Romeo 7
or a vein.
with Mike requesting a departure towards the southwest, please.
Alright, 2 Papa Alphas on hold 1, so go to hold 2.
At Romeo 7 with Mike requesting a departure towards the southwest, please.
Cessna 55207 exec ground. I missed that you have ATIS Mike. Verify that. And did you want a left or a right downwind departure to the southwest?
Do a right, please, and then yes, we do have Mike.
Cessna 297, use your call sign with every transmission. Wind calling altimeter 3042. Runway 7 at Alpha 7, taxi via Charlie Echo Alpha, cross runway 13 at taxiway Alpha.
Alright.
It's funny,
yeah,
but
so
she's the one who corrects everyone.
Beep.
Yeah.
So you get better at your comms.
13 Alpha towards Alpha 7 for the runway 7.
Run brakes are good, fuel is on both.
Executive ground, November 6044 Delta, ready to pick up, Alpha clearance.
Except for takeoff.
6044 Delta, exec ground, standby, clearance on request.
Make sure it's full rich. Instruments in the green, flight controls. Left up, right down, right up, right down. Back, forward, left, right. Flight controls are free and clear. Parameters are unlocked. 17, and we'll go max. Alright, stable at 17, let's go left. Or right. Light drop. Back to both. Left. Light drop. Repeat. It's a big one. Oh, there you go. I'll try it one more time. There you go. Car beat is good.
It's because the engine's really cold right now.
And then alternator. Got negative. Discharge. Yep. Back to both.
Positive.
Oil. Where's the oil at? There we go.
So pressure, temperature is right there.
Cool.
Temperature is still kind of low. It's rising though.
Awesome. And we'll go back to
November 6044 Delta, exec ground, you ready?
Let's pull it to idle.
Ready, copy 44 Delta.
all the way back.
November 44 Delta, cleared to the Alpha Foxtrot Airport via radar vectors as filed. On departure, climbing maintain 1,500. Expect 6,010 minutes after.
Alright.
Departure frequency 135.3. Squawk
Go ahead, switch over, put your bugs.
And Executive Tower for Victor Quebec is ready to go with Alpha 7 for runway 7.
Quebec 734 Victor Quebec, Executive Tower, fly runway heading, runway 7, Alpha 7, clear for takeoff, no delay, traffic mile final, Skyhawk.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7, no delay for Victor Quebec.
Grid track 221, you're going to be following a Skyhawk mile final, let me know when you get them inside.
You got that traffic off the right side.
Traffic, clear track 221.
Runway 7, center.
Full power.
Right.
Exec Tower,
Wheels on floor.
uniform.
First speed is
runway
live.
7 at Alpha 7, ready to work.
Right, left.
Track 1183 uniform, Executive Tower, Roger, stand by.
Traffic inside, clear track 221.
Grid track 221, Roger, just continue on your downwind, I'll take your base.
And
Continue downwind, you'll call me base, clear track 221.
Try to keep around 70. So your VY's, what's your VX?
VX is 62.
And then VY?
VY 72. Or 73.
So you're right on the VX, 73 is VY, right?
73.
So yeah, I usually say like 75, you know, you don't have to be right on the money with it.
Quebec, got diamond ahead and the crosswinds remaining in the pattern. Keep them off your left and your departure northwestbound as briefed.
We'll stay to the left of that traffic and departure to the northwest of the first for Victor Quebec.
Crew track 221, you can turn base runway 7, clear touch and go. Expect one departure prior to your arrival.
Turning base, clear touch and go, runway 7 for clear track 221.
So as soon as we get to the practice area, we're gonna start doing our 3 C's, right?
Yeah. Clear,
What are the 3 C's?
clear, communicate, checklist.
Checklist,
Clear, communicate, checklist.
Yeah, pre-maneuver checklist, so fuel set to both, make sure, full rich, instruments are already good. You know, it's basically a cruise checklist. Your cruise checklist is just 3 items, power, mixture, instruments. And where are we relative to Lake Apopka?
We're on the, let's see here, southwest side of Lake Apopka.
So southeast, because
Southeast.
we're tracking west, right? We're going westbound. So zoom in a little more, there you go. Just 3, yeah, always leave it at like 3 miles, that's pretty good. All right, so give me a 90-degree turn to the left.
One above us at 4,000 looks like. 190 to the northwest.
Yeah.
Go back to the west heading.
Try not to focus too much on the traffic. They're 1,000 feet above us. They're not no factor, right? So, and remember these clearing turns, you want to do 30 degrees of bank. Why do I say that?
To look up both up and down.
Yeah, there you go. See, now you see it. If you're not doing the 30 degrees, you're not doing a proper clearing turn.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're on the southeast shore, Lake Apopka, 3,000 feet, performing steep turns, right? So your call is going to be Pocket Practice Area, Skyhawk 734, Victor, Quebec, 3,000 feet, southeast shore, steep turns. Pocket Practice Area, Skyhawk 734, Victor, Quebec, 3,000 feet, southeast shore, Lake Apopka, steep turns.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, left or right, choose a visual waypoint, bug your heading to 270.
See what we got here.
Keep your 3,000 and about 90 to 95 knots.
Yeah.
All right, where did you choose? One of the big lakes?
No, so there's a solo, I guess a tower in front of us.
Okay.
It's gonna put me back on 270, and then on my go.
Yeah, are you gonna do left or right?
Left.
All right, let's go to the left. Establish that 45-degree bank
And
pull up. Make sure to pull up a little more so that your nose is on the horizon. And keep those 45 degrees. We need to feel them G's.
Feel it.
There you go. Keep that nose on the horizon. You're letting that pressure go. Don't let that pressure go. That nose on the horizon.
And then roll out.
And roll out. All right.
And
Good on the roll out. Within standards, but you were starting to let go of that pressure. Let's do another one.
The airspeed dropped, so I was trying to get it back.
Yeah, so that's why you just give it a little bit of power. As soon as you get into the maneuver, give it like 50 RPM, like literally like a little nudge. Yeah, just tap it,
Gotcha.
and then roll into your 45 degrees. So as soon as you're like rolled into that 45 degrees, give it a little tap. So let's go to the right.
All right, to the right. Stable, tap. 45.
45.
Feel them G.
And a little kind of clue for you. So 45 degrees. You see the nose is ripping through the horizon. If you keep your yellow right here at about 2.5 degrees, you'll keep your altitude.
Okay.
But keep it 45 degrees. You see how we're not, right now I don't feel myself being pressed into my seat.
Go. Roll out.
There you go. 3,000, 92, 270.
Let me try the right again.
The right again?
Yeah.
All right. Try to keep your 45 degrees the whole way through.
And you said around 2 on the degree?
Around the first 2.5 degrees, so around the first mark.
Okay.
Right? And it's just a cheat code, right? That doesn't mean you don't have to look outside.
Right. Alright. 45.
I want you looking outside and inside.
There we go.
You see how you feel yourself getting pressed?
Yeah.
But now we're kind of a little too high. You're 10 degrees up. You see what that does to our airspeed?
Yeah, it drops it.
It drops it. So make sure it's just a little bit of pressure. Yeah, look outside, exactly that. You want to be looking outside for your visual reference, and then start rolling out about 10 degrees, like right about now.
Heading eastbound, stealing, slow flight, what's the traffic?
Right, so that was on the edge of our tolerances. We get plus or minus 10. Turn me towards the south. We're going to do power on, power off stalls. All right, now we're going to do a power on stall. So what's a power on stall for? What are we simulating?
Stalling out on takeoff pretty much.
On takeoff, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need flaps, right?
No flaps.
No flaps. We're just going to simulate that we're going to stall on takeoff. So we're going to slow the plane down to rotation. What is our rotation speed?
72. 73.
55. That's VY.
Oh, 55.
Yeah,
50.
when we rotate, 55,
Okay.
right? So car beat power.
Car beat power. And then maintain 3,000.
And then maintain 3,000, because right now we're on a runway. Right now we're on runway 18. And in real life, we wouldn't be dropping, right?
Yeah.
We're on the paved surface. There's no way for us to lose altitude. As soon as you get to 55, give me power to 1,700. Not full, 1,700. All right, we'll go with this power setting. You start to rotate, and let's just assume you rotated a little too much. Keep that pressure in there.
Getting mushy. Well,
yeah.
Please stall.
So rudders for control, right? All right, pitch that nose down. Try not to, and then bring it back up. And try not to resist the urge to use your ailerons to correct.
Use the rudders.
Use your rudders, yeah. Rudders are for directional control, not ailerons. All right, turn me back towards the east, and we'll do another one of those. Rockabird Stereo, Skyhawk 734, Victor Quebec, a few thousand feet on the south shore of Lake Apopka, performing power on stalls, eastbound heading.
Dog east, power 3000, and carb heat down to idle.
Yeah, keep your 3,000 feet, and then you're gonna go to 55, and then you're not gonna add carb heat, right? You're not gonna add carb heat. You're just gonna add power to 1700 RPM. Wait for that 55. Wait for it.
55,
all right.
17, pitch up.
Yeah, and then just gently just pitch it up.
Make sure it's coordinated. Feel the mush. On. Please just go, man.
All right.
There's
that it. Pitch the nose down, then bring it back up. Bring it back up. You just want to pitch it just enough, like just a second.
Yeah.
So that you keep that airspeed, and then keep it coming up.
Show a climb.
You need to show a climb, right?
Okay.
Last thing is positive rate, positive altitude, right?
Gotcha.
When these needles start to move above zero, right, and this one sees movement, then that's when you're climbing out. You're getting away from the ground, right?
Gotcha.
Turn me towards the north. We're gonna do power on stalls. Actually, we're gonna do slow flight.
Slow flight.
Yeah, and then power off stalls. So how do we get into slow flight?
First getting the white arc, drop a flap.
Yeah, so slow yourself down, carb heat.
Carb heat power, first notch, flaps 10, and then you want to maintain that.
All right, go next 10.
Next 10, 20.
Just count in your head like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi for the flaps settle, and then go last 10. Flaps full.
Flaps full.
All right, and we want to maintain an airspeed just above stall, right? What is that?
Would
about
be
50.
50?
Yeah, 50. Between 50 to 55. Perfect, beautiful. Maintain your 360 heading until I tell you otherwise. Awesome, beautiful. Give me a turn to a westbound heading, 270, at this airspeed.
270?
Yeah. So remember, fly the plane first, and then put your heading bug. Very small. Don't go too crazy with the bank. What do you think I say that?
We could stall out.
Yeah, you could stall it and spin, right?
Yep.
Because you're very slow. You're in a dirty configuration. You have all this drag because of your flaps. And whenever you increase, the more you increase that bank, you increase the load factor on the plane,
right,
and you therefore increase the stall speed.
Which is the accelerator.
Yeah, so if your stall speed is going like this, and your airspeed is already going down like this, when those two meet, what's going to happen?
You're going to stall out.
Yeah, stall. Right? And then it only takes a little bit of these ailerons to go into a spin.
All right.
Let's get up to our 3200. I in slow flight, so keep me between 50 and 55, so give it a whole bunch of power. And we're going to climb about 60, 80 feet to 3200.
32.
You know what the purpose of slow flight is?
Landing configuration.
Right, when we're coming into land,
right,
it's for you to get comfortable with how the plane feels and maneuvers when you're coming into land. This is called the region of reverse command when you are this slow. You see, you had to add a whole bunch of power just to get up like 80 feet.
Right, and keeping that speed.
Keep your heading, 270. And now we're going to do a power off stall. Give me a visual reference point out there in the distance. What are you going to use?
We use this lake right here in front of us.
Yeah, Lake Minneola.
Lake Minneola.
All right, so you're going to use that lake. And we're already pretty much set up for a power off stall, right?
Yep.
What are we missing?
Just throttle back.
So you're going to do a small descent here at 1700 RPM, right? Because you're on approach. Don't draw the power back, just 1700 RPM. Because you're still approaching your runway, right? We're approaching runway 27. So initiate a small descent. Fish for 65.
60.
That's our approach speed, right?
Yeah.
So visually, like I really want you to kind of like imagine we have runway 27 in front of us, right? We're coming into land. 65, we're approaching it, you know, we're coming down. We're on glide. We've lost a couple 100 feet.
Yeah.
All right, now is when we cut power idle, because when do we cut power idle?
Once we're over
when
the
we made the runway, right? All right, so cut power idle.
Power idle.
Park practice area, 73 for Richard Brack on the southwest shore of Lake Apaca, performing power off, stalls 3,000 feet. All right. Then slowly.
Flare.
Are you power idle?
Yep.
All right. Flare, keep flaring, 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 keep flaring. Don't be scared of it. Keep flaring. All right. Pitch that nose down. Carpy power. Carpy power. Right away. First 10. Right away.
10. Wait for that airspeed.
Next 10.
Next 10. Positive rate. Positive altitude. Airspeed.
And then
out.
last 10. Yeah. And make sure to call it positive rate, positive altitude when we're actually like in the positive. Don't call it when it's still kind of in the zero area.
Okay.
Starting to kind of go up. Climb me up to 3,000 and we'll do another one. I want to see you do the whole process. So set me up for it. Throw the plane down, put the flaps in. Initiate a small descent.
Look for a visual point here now that we're over it. Can we go that way?
Yeah, if you want. Let's go south.
Okay.
Always try to choose a cardinal direction. So
Okay.
180, 360, 090, 270. North, south, east, west.
Here we go. So we use this dirt patch on the nose. Looks like it's straight south from us.
Alright. So that's our runway.
There's our runaway. Alright, let's start setting up. Actually, let me get to 3.
Alright.
Alright, 3,000. Carb heat. Power. In the work. First 10.
Alright. Next 10.
Next 10. Throttle idle.
Last 10.
Last 10.
And then you want to keep 1700 and then pitch the nose down. Give me a small descent, at least 200 feet. You know, count in your
And then
head.
keep 65.
Yeah, 65, because we're approaching runway 18. Try to keep your heading runway 18. 18. Alright, keep that 65. Nice. It's not always like, it's not a hard set rule that has to be 200, but you need to see a noticeable descent, right? Or simulated descent. Alright. Now we go power idle.
Power idle.
And then start to bring back that nose. We're flaring now. Flare. Keep that pitch attitude. Alright.
RP power. Airspeed is alive.
Alright, bring it back. 10.
First 10,
right? Next 10.
For that. Positive.
Imagine you're like right next to the ground. Last 10. Let's keep it coming. And there we go. Positive attitude, positive altitude.
Yep.
Nice. Much better. Much better. Just don't forget those. Immediately after you go carpy power, left to right, right?
Okay.
Carpy power, first 10.
Gotcha.
But I like that you stayed in the brown for a little bit. You need to stay in the brown for like a second, maybe second and a half to regain that airspeed and then climb
You don't
up.
want to do the secondary stall.
Yeah, exactly. Now level off here at 2900. Alright, my controls.
Your controls.
You lost your engine. Your controls.
Controls. Go pitch for VY.
VY or VG? VG.
VG.
That's your best glide speed. What's your best glide speed?
It is 65.
65, alright, pitch for that. That's our airspeed. What's the next thing?
Best place to land.
Best place to land.
Let's see what we got.
Got a whole good places to land right here.
So it looks like our best place with the wind, we could do a base to final right here on that dirt patch here.
Where are the winds coming from?
Winds are looking 120. So east, south,
East, southeast, right?
southeast.
Southeast. So, where would we do our base?
We would probably go outbound and then cut in and then land in that field over there to our left.
Towards
yep. We got a bunch of open fields. You just gotta look for if we have any, what's it called, dents in.
Alright, so what else are we gonna do now that we decided where we're gonna?
We got the checklist. We have an engine out, power loss, best glide 60. Looks like it's 68. Carby is on. We got the wind direction. Pick landing site. Make sure full rich. Fuel selector. Check both. It is on both. We got primers in unlocked. Magnetos. Crank, nothing. Master is on. And then we'll declare the emergency.
White and Red Seminole, Bucky 681, 2500, about 3 miles to north, counter.
Alright, no restart.
Getting to the southwest.
What are we gonna do?
Lake X.
You weren't able to restart your plane?
Then we just pretty much...
Yeah, keep following it, right?
Yep.
So you keep your best glide.
Keep your best glide, squawk 77 on the there, declare the emergency, make sure full lean, back, fuel selector is off.
Where do we declare an emergency?
The third item.
Third item? Yeah, but what's the frequency? Who are we going to tell?
121.5 on the
so
EOT.
7700, you go like this, right? You like touch everything, like you're actually doing it. 121.5, right?
12.
And then we're going to tell them what?
Oh, it's been a while.
Mayday, Skyhawk, Center 3 for Victor back, you know, now like 5 miles southwest of Lake Apopka, single engine failure, forced landing, right?
Forced landing.
All right, so we're already turning to our final, right?
Yeah.
Well, we still got like 1,000 feet to go.
Terrain ahead.
Try not to
actually force it.
You got a cell phone tower right now.
I see it.
All right. So you want to keep yourself kind of 90 degrees because you said the winds were coming from 120, right?
120. Well, they just shifted.
Terrain
04.
All right, recover. And stay about 1,000 here.
1,000?
Yeah. Because we're going to do some ground ref. Real quick here.
Got cell phone towers?
Yeah, we got a lot of cell phone towers around here. So kind of keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Let's do... you see that singular tree right there? We're going to do turns around to point around that tree. So...
The traffic, Bucky 322.
How do we enter turns around the point?
We go into the wind first on the headwind.
At 2,500.
So you want to go into a downwind entry for all of your ground ref maneuvers, right?
Traffic,
so would this be a downwind entry?
Archers, no, this would be a
headwind, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Upwind with the headwind. On the downwind we have a tailwind.
Yeah. This would be a downwind now coming in. So we would have to...
So downwind, yeah, we would have had to be on like 300. We would have to be going towards the west. So why don't you flip yourself around? Let's see if we can find another tree around here. Flip yourself around. So about like a 27. We'll call it 270.
270.
Yeah. And now with a tailwind, you're going to look for some, you know, like a little pond, a singular tree. There's a lot of trees here, but sometimes there's just like a one off in the distance. So the reason why I didn't want you to descend anymore is because we were right above that tower. So another thing too, right, is maintain your situational awareness while you are
doing everything.
Yeah.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Yeah. We know. All right, so give it a little bit of juice. At 800 feet, about 90, 95 knots. We have our steepest point here.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Let's do that
Terrain
intersection.
Ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Which one?
Terrain.
Do that intersection right there.
Terrain ahead. Terrain
yeah, hopefully
ahead.
that'll
Terrain
stop
ahead.
this.
Pull up. Terrain ahead.
There you go. Shut up. Okay, 800 feet. Get to your 800 feet. We're gonna circle around this intersection right here. You see where this orange road, this dirt road crosses this freeway?
The closed off section?
Yeah, kind of where that closed off section is. So head to the northeast for a little bit so we can get a little bit of distance from our point. And then we're gonna head towards the 270 heading, right? And enter this maneuver
on the downwind.
On the downwind. And then you wanna imagine there's like a Coke can hanging from your wing. And you're gonna put this right here, kind of right off of the tip of your wing. So right now we're still close, right?
Yeah.
Little close. All right. We're coming on to that 270 heading. All right. There you go. Keep 800 feet, about 90 knots. Give it a little bump of power.
Maintain
your airspeed. Watch your airspeed. You see how it's moving?
Yeah.
Give it a little bump of power. All right, there you go. Now keep yourself circling. We're doing a 360 degree around here. Nice, beautiful. You see 800, 90, 95 knots. You want to be maneuvering speed, just watch your airspeed. Keep it coming. Gotta do another lap. It's starting to get a little too steep. You know how you can tell? As you're going more than 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So let yourself kind of go out, kind of wide in the circle.
Okay.
If you ever, per the ACS, for a turnaround point, you want to keep yourself no more than 30 degrees of bank. Right now you're at 30, right?
Archer
Lift that wing.
over Lake Norris, 3,000.
There you go. Like that's the distance you want to see. You see that intersection right there off of the tip of your wing? About this distance is what you want to keep.
Okay.
So as we are here, we're kind of lessening the bank. Why is that? Because the wind is pushing us into it, right? And then we start to give it a little bit more bank. Why do you give it more bank as you're coming into this half of the turn?
Because that wind is going to help us push into the
So
turn.
now the wind's pushing you out towards that way, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you want to steepen it, but no more than 30. You see 30 right there, no more than 30.
Yeah.
If you have to give it more than 30, you're too close, so widen out your circle. Awesome. All right, climb me up to 1500, and let's head back to the airport, do a couple of touch and goes, see if we can get them, because nice, this is perfect.
Oh my god. That's just a weird side picture, I gotta get used to that.
Yeah. So, what's the frequency for?
112.2, so here.
So you already got it in your nav one. Yeah, press it.
2 in it. And then here.
So do you know how to switch the CDI back?
Oh, it's here. Yeah, I'm thinking it's the G5.
So you're thinking like the 152?
Yeah.
Alright, so watch that airspeed. Press at about 105, 110, no more than that. Alright, go back here.
Default now. So, we gotta track that.
There you go. Alright, 078. So if you now you move your heading to like a 078. Try to keep yourself aligned.
Perfect.
And whenever you see that line move, yeah, you can see downtown. That lines up with your mental picture, right?
Yep.
The airport's over there, the VOR is just off to the right. There's downtown, the airport's beyond downtown. Okay, we're good to go. If this was IFR, you wouldn't have that ability, right? But we can confirm that because we're VFR pilots, we can confirm if it makes sense, right? If you were pointed somewhere else, then maybe you didn't tune to the right VOR frequency.
Gotcha.
Maybe the VOR is not working for whatever reason, right? But we have confirmation. All right, what else should we do now that we're about 14 miles away?
We should start calling him and then get the ATIS as well.
Yeah.
0 miles. Sky conditions scattered, 4,600. Temperature 07, 2.06. Altimeter 3042. Visual approach in use. Landing and departing runway 7. Notice air emissions, runway 7 ILS out of service. Clearance delivery available on frequency 121.4. Use caution, bird and wildlife activity on in the vicinity of the airport. Upon exiting runway 7, pull all the way up to and hold short of taxiway Alpha. Read back all runway hold short instructions and runway assignments. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
November.
Orlando Executive Airport, information November.
Still landing,
1253 Zulu, wind 340 at 4, visibility 10 miles.
Same thing, 340 at 4, runway 7, and we got November.
Alright.
And then we are currently southwest from the airport around...
not southwest. More of a westerly.
West.
Yeah.
Here.
So, instead of doing all these clicks, if you ever need to know how far you are from the airport,
go direct to.
And then go to nearest. And then it's right there. You see it's already showing you 12.9. So you'll call them up at 10. Alright? But you see how, the sooner we do these things, the sooner we're kind of just chilling. Proactive about these things.
Break, number 64 Romeo left as soon as
you don't leave it till last minute and you're like over here tuning in, getting ATIS. Right? Line up that needle, make sure that you're lined up. So we gotta go a little bit to the right. Alright, so we know we're 12 to go ahead, hit KRL, activate. There you go. Boom.
Then once we're 10, we're call up Wester. Touch and goes?
Yeah, I'll do the call. I just want one touch and go maybe. We're still good on time, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
By the time we land, 8:45, like, you'll be good for work. Morning, Executive Ground. Skyhawk 1034 Victor Quebec is about 10 to the west with November. We'd like to request a touch and go and then full stop terminate.
1034 Victor Quebec, exec tower, wind 0304, altimeter 3044, make straight in runway 7. You just want one lap in the pattern?
Just one lap, affirmative, and then full stop back to parking for Victor Quebec. And we'll make straight in for Victor Quebec. Alright. 3044. She wants you to make a straight in.
So we're gonna go right and then...
Yeah, so start tracking more that way.
So let me take this off.
You can keep it there. Or unless you wanna activate the visual. Alright. Let's do a little bit of IFR practice. Don't look outside, look at this. Follow the headings that I give
magenta?
you. The vectors. I'll give you vectors.
Okay.
So keep your altitude to 1500 for now. And I want you to follow a
Second tower, Diamond 5 Alpha, holding shorter runway 7, ready for departure.
Diamond 5 Alpha, exec tower, Reg, stand by.
Alright, so what you're trying to get is this line to start coming in. As soon as you start seeing it come in, you're going to start pointing towards your 073 heading. This is your glide here. You want this to always be centered, the glide right here. You don't want it to be all the way down here or all the way up here.
Executive Tower, clear track 453, 9 miles, requesting a full stop with information November.
Project 453, exec tower, inner left base, runway 7.
Alright, go down to 1400. Change your altitude bug.
Runway 7, clear track 453.
14, descend. Pre-landing checklist, right? Fuel, make sure lights. What light are we missing?
Landing light, lights,
Alright.
fuel zone.
Alright, you see how it's already started to come in? Don't forget to fly the plane. So now it's kind of to the left, so we have to go like a heading of 050.
528 Papa Alpha, follow Archer departing downfield, make left traffic, runway 707, clear for takeoff.
050, and
Archer,
as soon as you start to see it come in,
runway 7 Alpha 7.
alright, now
Papa,
we start to go back to 070 heading. You want to keep it lined up. We've gone below our 1400 foot altitude that I just assigned to you, so now keep 1300 feet.
13.
Keep 13. And line
Project
up that.
453,
Stay on
traffic
this
follow
heading,
at your 3 o'clock, 4 miles,
and then line it up.
1,300 indicated, Skyhawk on about a 4 mile final, runway 7, report them in sight.
Alright, a little bit to the right, start to go 070. Keep it. Nice, in line.
Executive Tower.
Right, beautiful, beautiful. Now just keep this.
Alpha 7, runway 7, ready for departure.
070. And now we're gonna wait for this glide. I'll tell you when, to start descending. You can pull carb heat right now.
6064 Romeo,
power
exec
to like
tower.
1800.
Follow the diamond departing downfield, make
And
left
start a
traffic, runway
very
707,
small
clear
descent,
for takeoff.
about 200 feet per minute.
Making left traffic.
You see now the
runway 7,
diamond, you
Alpha
can see
7.
the entirety of it. Go a little bit to the left, make sure that you keep that needle centered. A little bit to the left, you want to keep it centered.
Oh yeah, keep.
Yeah, remember, this is your runway. Right now, the runway's to the left.
Final west of downtown.
Flying southbound, intercept final, west of downtown, crew jack 453. Got traffic in sight.
Alright. Now, we've started descending a little too fast. Keep 1,000 here.
I see the glide
I just maintain 1,000.
Project 429, exec tower, fly runway heading, runway 707, clear for takeoff.
Still not center line. There we go.
Project 221, do you want to do a short approach or do you want to extend?
For a little bit.
We can extend for you, crew track 221.
Project 221, there's
Like
traffic
a couple
at your
seconds, and now
12 to 1
start to
o'clock,
come,
3 miles
bring it back
southbound, company Archer at 1,200 indicated, report them in sight.
River traffic now, crew track 221.
Alright, now start to slow to your VREF.
364 Romeo, extend
Or
up
sorry,
and
to
off
your
crosswind.
flap speed, so 85.
Upwind, you'll call my crosswind 64 Romeo.
Keep your altitude.
Fort Victor, Quebec, runway 7, clear touch and go. After touch and go, fly runway heading.
85.
Number 734, Victor, Quebec, runway 7, clear touch and go. After touch and go, fly runway heading.
Clear touch and go on the go, we'll fly runway heading 724 Victor, Quebec.
Project 453, number 2, behind that Cessna, runway 7, clear to land.
Alright, keep around 80 here.
Clear to land, clear track 453.
Yeah.
Traffic in sight for 221.
Project 221, number 3, runway 7, clear touch and go. Traffic ahead, full stop.
Number 3, runway 7, clear touch and go, crew track 221.
Alright, you see how that glide's starting to come in?
Yep,
Let it
almost
come
caught
down.
it.
Let it come down so that it's in the middle. Right in the middle.
Project
You want this
429, follow
diamond?
Cessna on the
Keep coming
upwind.
down. That's in
Follow
the
the Cessna
middle.
on the upwind, crew track 429.
Go ahead, put
Diamond 8
flaps
Pop
2.
Alpha, follow Archer ahead on
Flaps
downwind.
2.
Number 4, runway 7, clear land, report traffic
A little
in
bit
sight.
more to the left because your runway's to the
Following the
left.
Archer ahead, we have them in sight. Number 4, runway 7, clear to land. 8 Pop Alpha.
Capture glide.
Just a double check, ma'am. Crew track 221. Are we following this
500.
the Cessna in, or are we following the Archer?
Glide looks captured. I'm still to the
Project
left. of the
221, your
runway.
number 3, behind company Archer, turning base.
Flaps full.
Hi, company Archer.
That's
Turning base,
cool.
crew track 221. Thank you.
And kind of keep this altitude 70 right now, no less than 70.
Skyhawk
Alright,
64
go
Romeo, make left
070.
traffic, runway 7.
Left traffic,
There
runway
you go.
7, 64
There
Romeo.
you go, there you go, right there, right there.
Hold it.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Little power. Don't want you below 70. Alright, go visual.
Holy shit.
Executive Tower, Skyhawk 552.
Nice, right?
That's nuts.
Alright, 65.
Cessna 5507, exec tower.
I want to greaser.
55297, 10 southwest.
On the 1,000 footers.
Requesting full stop.
Let's do it.
Cessna 207, continue inbound and enter a 6-mile final for runway 7.
6 mile final, runway 7, 55297.
Cessna 207, wind 0205, altimeter 3044.
3044, 55297.
A little high. Start to slow down. Come down.
Executive Tower, crew track 221.
Alright, don't.
Project 221 tower.
Can we make this a full stop terminate?
Project 221, runway 7, clear land.
A little bit of flow. Alright. Power.
Tower, this will be
Watch the bird. Watch the birds. Watch the birds.
terminate.
364 Romeo, roger.
You want to roll it out?
Yeah.
Please don't. Oh, it's a fucking eagle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cessna 64 Romeo, extend downwind, number 4, follow Diamond, approaching left base 3 miles west of downtown. Correction, actually they're base west of downtown.
And Tower 734 Victor, Quebec would like to report a large flock of birds right over the middle of the runway.
Control aircraft, use caution for a large flock of birds near the middle of the runway, type unknown. I do see birds near between Alpha 5 and Alpha 6 on runway 7. I'm going to try to get someone out there to check that out, just to make sure there's nothing out there holding them there, like anything dead that they may be eating.
Proceed on runway 7, full length, I'll see, thank you.
Ops 2, I've got a bald eagle out there between Alpha 5 and 6. Pretty close to Echo 3. I'm not sure if they're eating anything, but I do have that bald eagle out there.
Copy that, yeah, I see more roll up and sign what's going on.
I know they don't want to touch that bird.
Cessna 297, just continue inbound. I'll give you a sequence when you get closer to the runway. Right now I'm not going to have anybody land. I've got a bald eagle on the runway that I'm trying to get ops to maybe get him out of there.
They're not going to do anything.
Continue, fly 510.
Alright.
Thank you.
I could always fly to my job.
I'll just drop you off. Got a parachute?
I think so. I still can't believe that was a ball. I never seen one in person.
You've never seen one?
Not in person, no.
Alright.
Runway 7 for Victor, Quebec.
Runway 7, clear land for Victor, Quebec, after the traffic.
Project 453, number 3 behind the Skyhawk ahead of you on the downwind, runway 7, clear land.
Remember, anytime you got I-4 off of your left wing, you're good to not descend.
Clear to land, clear check 450.
You know, you don't need to
Project
do...
221, number 4
maybe once
behind
you're on the
company
base
Archer
here,
ahead, runway 7, clear
if
land.
you're this close to I-4, you can pull carb
number
power,
4,
but no flaps.
Company Archer ahead, clear to land, runway 7.
Dominate Papa Alpha, do you still have your traffic to follow?
Final, then that's when you're going to start putting in your flaps.
Dominate Papa Alpha, number 5,
we want
runway
160
7, clear land.
here on the base.
Number 5, runway 7, clear to land, 8 Papa Alpha.
160.
Project 429, follow Cessna ahead on the upwind.
We'll follow Cessna ahead up on the upwind. Clear check 429.
264 Romeo, I know you said you had the Diamond, number 6, runway 7, clear to land.
Number 6, runway 7, clear to land, 64 Romeo.
That's all the way down.
Yeah, that is closer.
Yeah, ready to call you. I'm going to use the scare.
Let's do a short field then.
Short field. Short field it is.
So, line yourself up at the runway.
So Cessna 207 and everybody else has got a landing clearance. There's these birds down here near Echo 3. If anyone decides they don't want to land, just let me know you're going around.
Alright. Wilco, line yourself up. I'm glad this looks awesome. We're going to aim for the number 7. So imagine that you're kind of like trying to kamikaze the plane, like trying to dive it and crash it onto the number 7. And we're going to be going 60. 60, right? 60. Before the number 7, kind of over the threshold or the chevrons.
There to shoo away some more birds.
All right, extending base, or extending down one, waiting for you to call base. 528 Papa Alpha.
So,
Cessna 207 left as soon as they have a contact ground.
Threshold / the chevrons, that's where you're going to go idle.
Central aircraft, it does appear the birds on runway 7 near Echo 3 have dissipated, but they could return. I'll keep you advised.
Alright.
And then we set 60.
Diamond 8 Papa Alpha, just continue on the in the pattern to follow your traffic ahead.
Short field, your approach speed is a little bit slow.
528 Papa Alpha.
You want to...
do we still have that landing clearance for 8 Papa Alpha?
Diamond 8 Papa Alpha, affirmative, runway 7, clear to land, number 4.
Number 4, still clear to land, 8 Papa Alpha.
Project 429, number 6, follow Skyhawk Ed, runway 7, clear to land.
Number 6, runway 7, clear to land. Project 429.
Alright, so right around here, you should be idle. Idle. And then Our point was the 500
Mike
first,
Charlie, I haven't forgot about you. Just want to, you know, there's going to be a small delay. Everybody in the pattern is full stop. Some of them are taxi back, but they are all full stop on this round. So we'll get you out here in just a few minutes.
You landed about 300, 400 feet past your landing point.
4 Victor Quebec, left as soon as able, contact ground.
Left when able, ground for 4 Victor Quebec.
Alpha 6, you can make it.
On Alpha 6.
Alright.